I'm Clark Howard. You may be wondering why I'm in uniform. It's because I serve in the State Defense Force, our state guard. Could you describe the mission we're about to see here?
This mission is landing a medevac helicopter for patient extraction or bringing a patient in.
And what do you hope the troops learn from this morning?
LZ safety and the vital use of medevac and or medical helicopters in the civilian world, such as Lifeline.
You're already a public servant in what you do regularly with your life. What is it that motivated you to be part of this?
I've been in the State Defense Force since I've been 17 years old. So.
No way.
Yes, sir.
How did you find out about the State Defense Force when you were a teenager?
I was in the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Program at 14. By the time I reached 17, I'd already received an appointment to the Air Force Academy and heard about the State Defense Force. And I also met Major McCormick, who was my company commander, who was the police chief in Pelham. Major McCormick liked me, and I was working the streets of Pelham, Georgia as a police officer a few weeks before I turned 18.
So you've been here how long now in the State Defense Force?
Let me see if I can count that high. I'm 43 now, and I joined just before my birthday when I was 17.
So 26 years service.
Yes, sir.
That is really impressive.
Yes, sir.
You've seen a lot of people come and go.
Yes, sir.
But this has stayed with you in your heart. Why?
Dedication. My troops serve me, I serve them. I have some troops that have been with me for over 15 years. I've been redesignated multiple times, multiple different titles, but it's all the same, you know, the brotherhood with my fellow troops.
How you doing? Good, good. Good to see you. All right, so we've got these guys to be ready to give a class in a little bit, the cold load, and then we're going to go from there, right?
Right.
That's and then I think we were supposed to go someplace to another LZ.
We got
or
secondary
something like
LZ, sir,
Okay.
about 900 yards straight through there. We have secondary LZ over there.
Okay.
On that LZ, I want to caution you, you'll see some street lamps on one side. There should be a guy standing under it pointing up at the wire. On the wires you got to worry about. There'll be a tree and trees back here. You should be able to come in and sit down right there.
Practice makes perfect. In the State Defense Force, we drill and drill and drill so that when a mission comes, we're prepared.
Is aircraft awareness and safety. I know that we prefer to have 120 by 120 LZ, big and sometimes hard to see from the air until you're right on top of it. A cheat sheet? It's a 9 Alpha.
9 Alpha, okay.
Some kind of goofy rooftop, or I don't know what kind of weird stuff they might do depending on the scenario. Stick hammer too. Make sure you kind of go around first.
Other way, Kim.
Around his chest.
Kim. Want to come on this?
You
live a little longer.
Yeah, real tight. She make it dress.
It goes over your mouth, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
Well, actually, your arm could be down.
Like a tournament. You did say put. What you want to do with the loose skin?
Just kind of loop it.
Okay.
The State Defense Force, we learn various ways to serve our citizens in the event that there's injuries due to a natural disaster or a man-made one.
To confer.
Yes.
Right, I got you.
So it's just, whatever the goal is, we'll try to get prepared as possible.
barreling operation. This is our arrival sheet. We track who's coming in at what time, and there's our request for our air assets. And Chief Melius came in, they brought the 60 down with Chief McKelvey. They did an outstanding job for us. We did a ground school for LZ setup. They did a ground school for cold and hot load, unload. Medevac is not a medevac chopper, just a slick or a transport chopper. And our people will be cabin qualified, so they can ride with the patient to the destination. And then we run our copy for combo plan. All of our mock documents are in this book. We've got it all tabbed, communication proof to request, and everything is set all through here, from all the area maps.
Great.
We've got a copy that stays in the mock, got a copy that stays in the mobile, so if I'm out of the mock, I've got the same data out there they've got here.
And these guys got the grease pencil.
Oh, absolutely. The mock crew that we've got run this mock is just as tall as it gets. They do an outstanding job. At any given time, we know exactly what's going on. We know our personal staff, who's in the field, who's in containment, who's in and out of the mock, what our weather conditions are, force protection, everything. It all stays on the board. They keep it updated on a continual basis.
But there you guys, from looking at previous, and then I discussed with your bosses, a lot of the challenges we have when we have a local disaster is people self-deploying.
Right.
There's always a major headache. And that's what GMA is looking at you guys as an ideal force to organize volunteers, get them to the right place, get them briefed, get them, water, shelter, a place,
Well,
so
that-
they don't become a burden to the incident command.
Well,
Afternoon, sir.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
I know a few, sir.
Sir, Colonel King, Lee Martin.
Hey, sir, how you doing? John King, how you doing?
Sir, how are you?
Lee, how you doing?
I think most of the troops have left the field.
Yeah, we know.
No, we understood that. We understand that. We just come by and visit and just thank y'all for what you do. I tell you.
Right, sir. It's a wonderful venue. This is the first time in 19 out here. And
It's nice training here. Thank y'all for what you're doing. So I've told some of the other groups that we've been, for the last 12 years, we've been traveling back and forth between here and Iraq and Afghanistan fighting this long war, and start figuring, okay, who's taking care of our families, who's taking care of our communities. It's been y'all. So I want to thank y'all for taking care of my communities, taking care of my family, because you guys have been carrying a heavy load. And the fact that you're down here at beautiful Fort Stewart, although you can't beat the weather, believe me, you don't want to come to Fort Stewart other times of the year, and to train hard so you can hone your skills. Thank you. I tell you, I appreciate what y'all do. There's a lot of stuff going on. You guys are in the middle of a major transformation for not only for us in the National Guard, but you all in the Georgia Defense Force. So what you're learning here, the skills, the search and rescue, the medical skills that you're picking up are incredibly important because you're taking care of our community. Hey, y'all stand at ease, please. So what does this crew do? I see radios coming out of ears. I feel like I'm in the Secret Service here.
Well, sir, this was our area right here. We had 4 squares. We found everything.
Awesome.
Eventually. So,
Awesome.
It turned out good.
Well, I just, I wanted to take the opportunity. Appreciate you, Commander, allowing me to come and talk to y'all, and thank y'all for what you do. We keep, the National Guard keeps on deploying back and forth overseas and all that, and you start thinking, okay, who's taking care of our homes and our families and our communities? And it's been y'all. And I want to thank y'all for what y'all do, because I tell you, when local police chief or fire chief calls and they need somebody quick, You guys are the ones that, you're the 911 of the 911.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate what you all do.
Thanks very
Being
much.
down here, training hard, training them hard, passing a lot of y'all's experience, because I tell you, ain't no better teacher than the experience that you all have. But bringing a new generation of young troopers in here that want to join this organization because they want to serve their local communities is a great service. And, I want to thank y'all for what you do.
Thanks, sir.
I'm the director who comes thank y'all for what you're doing here. We've been deploying back and forth with this long war for the last 12 years. We really hadn't been paying attention to what's going on in our homes, and y'all picked up the slack. We're doing out here training hard. There's plenty of work. I tell you, the work is not going to go away. Local sheriffs, local fire chiefs are going to continue calling you. And what you're doing here, with this AT, I really mean that, guys. I started in the 48th Brigade as an E2. They finally kicked me out in the 48th Brigade a couple of years ago as a brigade commander.
Hollywood! Go left, go left, one time, forward! Go left, go left, go left, run! I don't know why left. Italian, whoa!
Because I want to serve the community of the state of Georgia.
And you seem so proud to be here. Why does this bring you so much joy?
Well, serving has been always one of my first goals, and I like to serve, and I feel so proud to wear this uniform and be able to learn and have the knowledge to serve the community in need when they need us.
So why do you serve in the Georgia State Defense Force?
Just want to give back to my community and my country for help out any way I can.
And how long have you been in the State Defense Force?
3 years now.
And when you first came in, did you have any prior military?
I had no prior military service, so all new.
So what is it that you have been able to do that gives you pride and a sense of accomplishment?
I have been able to work with the National Guard and help them any way I can in different missions, and that's really it's been the high point for me.
And how long have you been a member of the State Defense Force?
4 years and approximately 4 months.
And what is it about this that made you come in and keeps you here?
Mostly after 9/11, just trying to figure out how to serve.
And what missions are you most proud of that you've been part of since you joined the State Defense Force?
All of them.
What is it that brought you into the State Defense Force?
I just love the military. My husband was there for 20 years to serve.
And how did you find out about the State Defense Force?
From one of the friends that already joined.
And what have you been doing? How long have you been here?
I believe 2 years now.
76! Attention! Dress, Brian! Dress!